Welcome back, guys. This is episode 2 of Modified Mx5. Today we're here with Matt.
Hello.
With his Mx5. So Matt, what model is this Mx5?
Well, it's a 2 litre Sports Tech NC2.
And we're going to go around and talk about a few of the mods that he's done. So Matt, tell us about your build.
Alright, well we'll start with the colour. We've gone for Metropolitan Grey, well that's the car I bought it in. Originally I actually wanted like the proper Deep Mazda red, and then this one popped up at a garage just down the road from where I live. So Metropolitan Grey, we've gone for a 50-50 sort of look with the Simona green wrap, which you guys helped wrap for me, and it's an amazing colour. Even like looking at the sun right now, it reflects, has nice metallic flakes as well, matching with the Metropolitan Grey as well. And then I did this about last year with the wheels as well, with a nice Japanese bronze from a company called Raw Wheels, and they've done a really good job with it.
Gotta say, Matt, love the colours, love the wrap colour as well, especially with the gold that you can see in the wrap. Just beautiful, really does look good in the sun.
And like what a lot of people, one of my favourite features of it, sounds daft, is the diffuser, because I have a painter who literally experimented with me. I wanted him just to paint it black, and then he experimented and done like a sort of like a dark green. You can kind of see it when the sun's on it. That's like a green little metallic flake to it, and it really adds to the sort of character of the car as well. It's not too aggressive, it's not too standard, it's just like a nice balance.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So you can tell this isn't a standard rear end to the MX5. What have you done to it?
So I've got a diffuser, which a lot of people think it's from Boffy Racing. I bought it from Facebook Marketplace. Someone was selling on, didn't fit their NC1, it fit the NC2, because the rear end's different on the NC1 than NC2. And to this day I still don't know who it's actually come from. It's from Facebook Marketplace. The ducktail spoiler you see on a lot of MX5s, it's literally an eBay special, and just sort of disclaimer, make sure you get the one for the hard top, not the soft top.
Yep.
Get the right one.
Yep.
And then the exhausts here, I think they're the TP27 tips from Cobra, called the, I've got my words jumbled up, we'll keep it rolling. Cobra race type back box.
Yeah.
It was cheaper to get that one than it was to get the road type, and also you get more race car noises, so who doesn't love a race car, you know, right?
This exhaust does sound amazing. Definitely paired with the IL Motorsport manifold. Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
We've also done another video where we've got all different exhausts, and Matt's is on there, so make sure you go and check that out. There's also another couple of small things that you've done to the back of your car. I've seen that you've got some tinted lights.
Tinted lights, yeah. That was one of the first things I did before the car was even wrapped, because sort of imagining the entire car in Metropolitan Grey. I just sort of, when I first got it, because I was rushing it to sort of get it ready for its first show at Modified Yorkshire, and it was one of the first things I did was sort of tint the rear lights along with the back box as well. And looking back at it now, I did ride like a monster truck. The standard height.
They do want standard height.
Ridiculous.
Oh, also stubby aerial as well that you have.
Yep. That's because I find the standard one, it just wobbles around everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if we use it on the last episode of Sam's car, I find the stubby aerial used to sort of do my head in.
Yeah. Definitely looks a lot better and a lot cleaner with the stubby aerial.
So it's contemplating something in it.
Yeah. There's also been some upgrades done to your brakes as well. Can you explain a bit more what you've done there?
I've been drilled and grooved by EBC. And green pads here, because I originally wanted red on the front and the back, but they were out of stock at the time. So if you question why I've got the greens at the front and reds at the back, it's purely because I needed new brake pads, and I had a week to go before Jackfest at the time, so it's sort of just left it as is.
Yeah. And you can also tell as well it's got some nice chunky spaces on it. Are those 25mm spaces?
25mm, yeah. That was sort of the best one, because you can still keep the standard studs as well. Because otherwise, if you go for the 20mm, it just gets a bit confusing. You have to cut them, and it's too risky. I don't like cutting the studs.
It really does bring the wheels out really nice and flush with the arches at front and back.
It's the perfect fitment of this.
Perfect fit.
Please don't ask me what the height is, because like I literally just went from the fingers.
Yeah.
I just went by home.
That'll do. To be able to get this lovely ride height that is sat at now, he's had to do the coilovers. Can you tell us which ones you've got?
Okay, so I went with the Maestro R Sportives. It's a nice entry sort of coilover to go for if you don't want to go for the cut springs.
Yeah.
For me, cut springs work for me because I think coilover allows it to ride nicely. This originally did come with the Bilsteins, and it still rode really high. Yeah, and one thing I will say is I got the coilover socks as well, and they will sort of keep the longevity of the coilover, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely worth it. I've got a set on mine, and they really do help, can I say, keep the longevity and stop them from rusting as much. Also, the arbs you've got as well, the anti-roll bars.
Yeah. RX-8 Yellow Dot I know the rear end isn't too bad to do, but the front end was a bit of a nightmare. I got my guy called Alistair to do that for me.
Yeah, AB Performance, yeah, can rate him. He does some good job. Yeah. With this lovely, aggressive front look that he's got with this splitter, can you explain which splitter you have?
So I believe I've got this front splitter from Boffy Racing, and I sort of felt it was a nice look with the front end and not too aggressive, and it sort of gives it like an OEM Plus sort of look. Made it match as well with the Metropolitan grey look as well, because I reckon for a black splitter it wouldn't look too great.
No, it does really look good with it being colour matched. And then you go onto your bonnet and you can see these two beautiful stripes with the logos embossed into them.
Yeah, that really I saw on Sam's with all the sponsors on his left. I think it's your left front quarter panel, and I thought I'll try it out with the logos, and it's come out really well. I sort of kind of hope I carried on through the entire stripe, but yeah. In reality, I think it looks great.
It does look good. I really do like it. Then going up to one of the things that we do at Mx5 Modified is the sun strips, and we've done it in your Simona Green.
Simona Green, yeah. It was sort of the last of the wrap as well, and so I sort of think you put yourself under a bit of pressure for it, because that was like the last bit of vinyl wrap we had as well, because the price of wrap as well has gone ridiculous.
And I think we've gone with, what depth did we go? Were it 15 centimetres? I think we did.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was 15 centimetres, yeah, because I think any more bigger than that is sort of...
You do intrude a bit more, like mine's 18 centimetres, which is a bit deep to be fair. So the 15 is definitely perfect, especially for the biggest size we can do the Mx5 Modified in, which I think is 90 centimetres and about 11 centimetres high.
You also do that new Sunstrip Dirty where you sort of cut out the middle bit so you can still sort of see through it.
Yes. Now that's a nightmare to fit, and that's why we only fit it. We don't really send them out to anyone, because it took me 3 attempts to do the first one because of how hard it is to apply. Once it's stuck down, it's stuck. You can't do it like a normal Sunstrip. So if you are wanting one of them, just get in touch, and it would have to be us who fit it, because it is not the easiest to fit, and I don't really want anyone trying to fit it and messing it up and then being a bit upset that they've ruined a Sunstrip. So now it's to see what's underneath this bonnet.
I don't have the IL bonnet struts yet, because they're in my basket at home. I had them for a year, just not got round to fitting them yet.
So one of the first things you can kind of see when you come round, Sam. Come round. There we go. Is that beautiful IL Motorsport manifold?
Oh, it's the best thing they've done. It's the best thing you can do to your MX5, really, personally. The noise you get from it as well is so much better. A lot of mid-range, a better mid-range in it as well. And yeah, if you want a bit more power from your MX5, the 401 manifold's the way to go.
Yeah. How much power is this making?
182, I think now. It's not amazing. I know places have known to get a lot more power out of it, but where I got it tuned as Autotronics, you set it as like a nice safe map as well, and it sort of revs up to just under 8,000 RPM now.
That's nice. Yeah, sounds beautiful, and that's a nice little bit of power it's got over stock. To also be able to get that power, you have paired it with a K&N air filter.
K&N panel filter, yeah. I could have gone with a cone one, but I just find, for me, it's a bit too risky. It's a bit too open to the elements for me, is what I like. Yeah. So I've gone with the K&N panel filter. It has slight little more noise, but not really too.
No, not more than much you can notice, but
not really, no.
You can also see it's got its lovely black expansion tank.
Yes, that was mainly due to the fact that it wasn't really much different price-wise in terms of the standard NC cooling tank, because they're prone to cracking on the top, and all of a sudden it will just fail when you least expect it. Yeah.
We can also see as well, which really do stand out, are these beautiful battery and fuse box covers that have come from me and Sam.
Yes, they're fantastic, especially when the sun shines on it. It just reflects very well onto the roof of the bonnet, and it just gives the engine bay that bit more like of a character as well. Yep. And matches with sort of the theme of the wrap as well. That's what I tried to continue through the car. Whilst I'm at it, you'll probably see as well on it is like a load of gold reflective tape. The heat shield should be one there, and I just didn't bother. I probably should have put it back on, but the gold tape should hopefully stop the brake lines from melting, but that's why I put 5.1 brake dot fluid in, just sort of give it a higher boiling point for the braking.
Yeah, definitely worth it. That's what I've done on mine as well. We don't stock these anymore because the last who was doing it doesn't do it anymore. So maybe if getting enough interest, we might be able to do them again, but we'll have to see. Just let us know in the comments if you're interested in any of these batteries and fuse box covers. There's also something you can only see at night, so you can't see it right now, but it does look great. What is it you've got?
So I was a child, because on Underground 2, I loved Underground 2. I used to always go for Underglow and like the Pulse Neon. So if you look down here from Auto Beam, there's probably one of the best underglows you can sort of get. On a night, the neons are so bright; they're fantastic. And even like when you originally sent me the right neons, and then I noticed it wasn't long enough was the wiring around the car, and they sent free of charge like additional wiring, so the entire car all the way around now has underglow, and it's nice and well hidden as well.
It does look beautiful. If we can get a video up, we'll put a video up now. The interior also looks very different, so if you could talk us through what you've done.
Okay, so we'll start off with the steering wheel. That was from a company called Royal Steering Wheels, I believe, and they were fantastic. They gave me a new stitched up steering wheel. In return, I had to send up my old one. That was quite easy to do. You'll see as well on the steering wheel as well, it matches with the diffuser. When the sun shines in, nice green flakes as well. It's lovely. Same with the dash as well, and the custom vents as well, who I believe are from
Formative Designs.
Perfect, lovely little company. If you want to have some vents designed like your wheels, they'll happily do that for you, and they're a nice reasonable price as well, I'd say as well.
One of the best mods, I think. Looks great, not to everyone's taste, but I love them. What is it you've got?
So I've got some Doge dials. I even had them before I even bought the car, because at the time I had a Mini, and I don't know why, I just saw them, I loved them, and from this day I sort of bought them. They were really easy to fit actually as well. It does require a bit of patience with the dials as well, because you could easily snap them, and that's when it gets a bit of a problem. But I know I only originally got them in because if you do get the dials, sort of ask if anyone else wants to buy them, so then you don't get charged a fortune on import fees, especially now in this day and age.
Yeah, you better do it in a bulk buy if you can, but I think they look amazing.
Yeah.
Really are funny, and they do look good. I love them.
Don't forget the little dudes as well, the little Mx5 mascots in there as well.
Oh yes, yeah, of course.
Cupid and Gerald.
Yeah,
Cupid the frog, Gerald the little mascot.
Can't forget about them.
He's keeping my underglow neon fuse as well in his head.
That's it, yeah. Some other mods you've done as well that I can see. Lovely shifter.
Lovely shifter, yeah. Mazda Speed, I bought that from Sam himself. It sounds really weird. The throws on it's a lot more better as well. I think it's like a bit of a weight to it now, and I just find shifting into gears a lot more. What's the word?
A lot easier.
A lot more easier.
Yeah.
Also, another thing there is the actual dash as well, because on the NC3s, that's sort of the only difference in the interior. They actually have the head unit in the car as well, and it sort of makes the car in touch with all modern vehicles. You plug your phone in, your phone arrives on the dash, and appears on the dash, should I say, not arrives.
Better than the old, like the NC ones, where it's you can't really do much of it unless you get a different head unit, because you can't connect your phone or like that to it. But yeah, that does look good, as well as the at the top to cover the speaker.
Speaker at the top.
Yeah, I don't think our NC ones have a speaker in. But I think yours has got one in.
This originally did have the Bose sound system in, and I'm still having a couple of issues with it at the moment. But the Bose amp is still in there. If you do have the car with the Bose amp, I sort of suggest maybe changing the amp out, because it does fail over time.
Yeah.
That's another thing as well I do want to sort of point out, is also smile, you look good. And also, I do have the hardtop module in the car, because there's times where I've seen it start to rain, you have to stop at a standstill, push the button for like 12 seconds, whereas this now you can sort of go to 28 mile an hour, hit the button, it will do it for you. So it sounds like a daft little thing to have, but it is massively helpful.
Yeah, that sounds much better. Another one by us is this lovely wind deflector insert. It has got the Simona green wrap behind it, so it matches the wrap. Looks really good. Then you've also got these covers. Are they in the same colour as your diffuser?
Same colour as the diffuser and the dash, yes.
Yeah.
We ignore both scuffs on the hoop. That was due to error by myself of when I fit the subwoofer behind the hardtop. Learned the hard way that it didn't fit underneath the hardtop when the mechanism started folding down.
Yeah, so, just cover it up. It's all right.
Yeah, just don't wear a belt when you're trying to do stuff like this.
No. Now I'm going to hear this beautiful exhaust. That does sound good. And now I think it's time for take it for a spin.
Yes, perfect weather for it.
Yeah,
as well.
perfect. Well, Matt, tell us about your build.
Yeah.
There's also been some upgrades done to the brakes. Can you explain a bit more, Matt, what you've done?
We've got the EBC Groove. I can't speak. We're just going to kill this groove. Yeah, so we've got the EBC. Oh,
You can also see as well this nice clean coolant expansion tank.
Yeah, the main reason for it is the actual stock one was starting to crack at the top and they're prone to failure. So I can't sending it.
We can also see, because they do stand out a bit, are these beautiful battery and fuse box covers. Get steering wheels, rev dials, get level. Yeah.